We're so far behind. America is so far behind. America is so far behind when it comes to just basic things. Like eradicating systemic racism. These monuments, first of all, who has monuments to slave traders and slave owners? Even Robert E. Lee himself said we should not prop up these people for the sake of future generations. Okay, we did anyway. But what I'm thinking about here is, how many countries are dealing with this problem? None. Okay. And another thing that we're dealing with that no one deals with in the Western world is basically our struggle here is something all Western countries have, which is basically a fundamental social democracy where, people are paid a living wage for their work, where people have universal health care. You don't have to worry about seeing a doctor. I mean, it's just basic stuff. Basic things that run a healthy society. We don't have in America. For all of our wealth and all of our power, we lack in just the most basic fundamentals of a healthy society. One that is devoid of systemic racism. One that is devoid of struggling to find a doctor that you can pay for. To the struggle to live comfortably because you have a living wage. You're being paid that much. Like, we're so far behind. And it's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. I am embarrassed to be an American. When it comes to these things, these basic, fundamental things, it just strikes as so ridiculous. I mean, they're not ridiculous things. But when you think of America, you think of well, yeah, we got it together. We're the most powerful, the most wealthy, we're a superpower. It's an implication that we have it together. And we don't. On a basic, fundamental level, we don't with basic things. When it comes to systemic racism and quality of life, we're far behind. We're probably last in the Western world. Because you have to tell me who deals with this stuff. Do the Germans have to deal with, monuments to the Nazis? Okay? Do the Italians have to deal with monuments to the fascists? In 2020, we're dealing with something that should have never happened. But even that it did happen, these monuments should have come down a long time ago. And we're just getting around to it now. It just shows you how systemic racism is baked into the cake, into our culture. It's sad. It's disgusting. It's long overdue. So, yeah, these things are really just hitting me. Like, wow. It's really hard to have pride as an American unless you're just flat out ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just ignorant, ignorance is bliss, so it's no wonder. But as a reasoning person, as someone who reasons honestly, I cannot be proud until these things are fixed. That's why I'm a progressive. I want a living wage for all people. I want health care for all people. I want a Green New Deal for all people. The basics. I want the absolute basics of a healthy society. And I want you to want them too. So please like my channel, like the video, subscribe, click the bell, and let's talk down below.